Niagara in the Morning with Tim Dennis. Weekday mornings on News Talk 610 CKTB.
And a good morning, 20 minutes after 7 o'clock on this Monday the 3rd. And as we head into May, one of the things we look forward to every May here in this radio station and have done for a long time is the Help Kids Shine campaign to help out the Niagara Children's Center. And I've told, I don't know how many stories over the years of how the Children's Center helped my nephew, helped my two grandsons, one who couldn't speak at the time and was able to speak, one who couldn't walk and was able to give and help. That, I mean, they do such amazing work, but every year we have to remind everybody that they kind of rely on us for a little bit of help so that they can help everyone else. Joining us this morning, Kristy and Gabriella Duncan. Now, if you're on Facebook, you can see them online because we're on our little Zoom table thing here on StreamYard, and just go to our Facebook page and you can see us. Hi guys, how are you?
We're good. How are you?
I am well, and boy, you guys have big smiles this morning. Mom, Kristy, tell me about the story. Tell me of Gabriella's story from the beginning.
Sure. When she was born, we didn't realize there was anything wrong until about age 1, when she wasn't crawling or attempting to pull to stand up or do any of those kinds of things. So when she went to the pediatrician for her age 1 appointment, I mentioned those things, and the pediatrician wasn't concerned at all. But we know that the Niagara Children's Center is in really, really high demand. So the pediatrician and I agreed we better get her on the waiting list just in case something is wrong. Then at least she'll get the attention that she needs. And usually it takes quite a while to get your appointment, but we were really lucky with Gabriella that 2 weeks later they had a cancellation and an opening, and she was seen by the physiotherapists there. And they realized that she had low muscle tone and really weak joints in her whole body. And so she wasn't attempting to walk or crawl because it was much harder for her than for most kids. So they said they weren't surprised that we didn't notice. And all the things they described were exactly things that described her that we just didn't realize were common signs of a kid with low tone. So they helped us to help her do all the things we would want a kid to do.
Gabriella, it's funny when you sit there and you listen to people talking about you, right? And mom's on the radio talking about you and your pictures on the website, etc. How much of this do you remember? I mean, do you remember any of that? Or do you just remember going to the Children's Center and you couldn't remember why?
Well, like I've heard about that. I had this a couple of times. And I've seen lots of videos because we have videos sometimes we there. So I don't really remember it, but I remember watching the videos.
How does that make you feel?
It's a bit weird.
Yeah, I can imagine, because everybody's talking about it and they're talking about you. But I mean, with that beautiful smile I'm seeing this morning, you feel pretty good these days.
Mm-hmm.
What do you like to do? What do you like to do in your spare time?
I like to play hockey and like to play with my sister.
What's it been like this last year though, Gabriella, though everybody's had to stay home and do stuff? Has that been tough for you?
Yeah.
Yeah. You miss your friends and stuff?
Mm-hmm. Especially since we're online.
Yeah. It's kind of tough to play hockey when you're online, isn't it? It just doesn't work as well. Kristy, did you know about the children? Yeah, you knew about the Children's Center before your pediatrician.
I did, yeah. One of my nieces, who was older than Gabriella, was referred there for speech therapy. And by the time she got her appointment, turns out she was fine, just a slow talker. But so I knew that it was in such high demand that if you feel your kid has a need, you want to get them on the list. So I knew a little bit, but I really didn't know the extent of what they did and how well they support families and work with the family and just really embrace you. And even like her sister didn't come along very often, but when I did have to bring her, they were just so loving to all of us and would really find ways to help us, help Gabriella. And it was really just awesome.
Gabriella, what do you do when you go to the Children's Center? What do you remember about going there when you go? Do you still go on a regular basis?
No, she hasn't gone since she was 3.
Wow.
So
I didn't
yeah.
realize it was that long. Do you remember when you went at all? Do you remember going to? Yeah, you see, this is the amazing part of it, because I wish you could see this picture, for those of you who are not on Facebook, of this beautiful, smiling, lovely lady and what the Children's Center has done for her. And if you could tell people, Gabriella, right now, how important it is, what would you tell everybody right now on why they should help?
Because it helps other people.
Yep.
It helps kids grow, and so they can do more things and be more normal like everybody else.
Mom, what has this meant for your family?
You know, it was a journey of, at first, a struggle where we were so surprised with the things they were telling us and some of the fears that they gave when she was first diagnosed, of some of the things that she might not ever be able to do. And then it started with a lot of fear and concern. And then when we got to know everybody there and the support that they offered, and we got to see her progress and see her actually now doing all those things they thought she might never be able to play hockey, and now she makes rep hockey teams. They thought she might never be able to water ski, and she can downhill ski and water ski.
That would have been a thing.
And really just the way they offer so much support and connected us with great orthotics, and just all the things she needed. And even the way they were willing to trick her into doing the activities that were a lot of work for a small child, but they would use anything to entice her, so she didn't realize she was working those muscles. Specifically, she really liked bubbles. So they would have her chasing bubbles and stretching up to reach bubbles and squatting down to blow a bubble. And it just really has changed the trajectory of her life. If we hadn't had them, we might have not even known the severity of her problem and not had any intervention early enough. So yeah, it's enabled her to do everything you would hope a kid would be able to do. And without that resource, I don't know where we would be today.
Kristy, what do you want to do when you get out of school? Or
Gabriella,
sorry. Yeah, well, you look young enough to not be.
Thanks.
Gabriella, what do you want to do when you get out of school?
Well, I'm hoping there's going to be like COVID isn't so severe so I can hang out with my friends.
Oh, do you mean in the summer? Tim, do you mean in the summer or when she graduates?
I mean when she graduates. What do you want to do when you grow up? Any idea yet? No idea? That is exactly how I was for the longest time. I think I was like 26 before I decided what I wanted to do when I grew up. Gabriella, I know you're looking forward to seeing your friends again once all of this ends. Do you have online school today?
Yes.
Yes. When does that start? 9
First
o'clock?
doesn't start till 9:15, so
Nice.
she's got some time.
Nice. Listen, both of you, thank you for being with us, and thanks for sharing the stories. It was lovely meeting both of you. Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you, Tim.
Thank you. Thank you.
Gabriella Duncan, Kristy Duncan, Help Kids Shine. It is a really easy thing to fix for all of us. Just go to our website, and it will take you right to the Niagara Children's Center website and show you how you can help. You become a monthly giver or just a one-time giver, but it makes such an amazing difference to the kids and the families and the future here in Niagara. It's an amazing thing, and we're going to talk a lot about it during this month here in May on 610 CKTB's Niagara in the Morning. It's